Welcome to the program. Yesterday, as we are about to show to the world what the Fulani Caliphate and their puppet, whom is the Fulani cattle, so-called Fulani cattle raiders, are doing in our land, having intercourse, having sex with the cow, with the cattle, which after then they have to sell it to us. And that's why we're about to show this to the world and also to remind the DOS on their promise that they say in the next 7 days coming, which is the 1st of April 2021, I beg your pardon, 2022, that there will be no more cattle in Biafra land. That is part of the thing, because sometimes also you need to do expose before the time comes. We cannot be only every time we'll be shouting. Every time we'll be lamenting after things have been done. When things had happened, you learn from the history, learn from the things that had happened, in order to put other things in a very, very correct dimension. You understand what I'm saying now? In few days now, we are going to get to the 1st of April 2022 that the DOS Chika Edoziem said that there will be no more cattle business, there will be no more cattle raiders, for a justification of one of the expose that our leader Mazen Nnamdi and also Simon Ekpa did concerning the Fulanis having sex with the cattle. You also say now, and we now mean to understand that not just that they are having sex with the cows, but also they are using it in order to a kind of rituals against our people. That is why the so-called politicians that are supposed to be protecting the people of the old Eastern region, they are not doing that. Once they get there, all they care about is what is going to benefit them. They just sold their soul to the devil. That is why we are doing everything humanly possible in order to make sure that we do our own to help them, the so-called politicians, to do their own, which is to demand for the referendum for Biafrans, also for the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and also all the prisoners of conscience that is being held in the captives of the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. My name is Mazi Odinkemma Nkendele Nwachineke. Last year, Mazi Odinkemma, a bona fide active member of IPOB. We can never change. We are still the same today, tomorrow, and forever. And as a matter of fact, which all of you know, that I serve the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists. And when I say evangelists, I mean being on the protest ground. That is the reason why when Chinas and Wuru canceled the protest, I was the one who have come here so many times lamenting, because it is one of the things that I love so much. You're so saying now. So when I say that I'm also an evangelist, meaning that evangelizing the gospel of the freedom of our people through protests on the protest ground. Now, let us start by listening to this, one of the expose that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did on these Fulanis having sex with their cattle, and after that being said to us. Let us take a look.
But how can you tell them people are eating meat that a Fulani man will have sex with a cow? Yeah. A Fulani man will have sex with a cow. And in most cases, as you have seen the rubbish that are given back to the north, the cow may even take him. That has been happening. And after having sex with a cow,
might even on the process while Fulanis are having sex with this cow, it might take in. You're still saying now, it might take in. So it is a justification that come the 1st of April this year 2021. You're still saying now that there will no more cattle in Biafra land. The entire, I mean the whole 13th state. You understand what I'm saying now? That is a justification. You understand? Anybody who will come tomorrow to begin to talk something that does not make sense, trying to defend something that is indefensible. You understand what I'm saying now? If the leadership, in the person of Chike Doziem, Queen said that on the 1st of this month, and next month coming the April of this year 2022, that there will not be cattle. So that is why we are doing a kind of future expose. You understand saying now? We are doing this future expose because I know that a lot of them have forgotten. A lot of them don't keep record. They don't keep record. So we are doing a future expose. This is a future expose. You know what I'm saying now? In order to remind them, to remind the Afrans, because once they hear this voice, they remember the day that Chike Doziem said that come 1st of April 2022, that there will no more cattle running around our streets or in our marketplaces. Only the Igbo cow, because we have Igbo cow. Only Igbo cow, which a lot of our people are already ventured into that line of business. You also say now. So this is a future expose. According to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he said, they
now kill that cow and send it to you to eat. Hey,
yes, that's
my goodness.
we're on the same point that we should boycott cow eating, and that's why that expose, I share it, and everyone that loves freedom will share that so that people know. Not a lot of people know that these Fulani people are doing those things.
What are they doing? Say what are they doing to their cows? What are the Fulani doing to their cows?
They are sleeping with the cows.
They are having sex with cows.
bring this cattle in our land. They will use the cattle to go and destroy all the crops in our mother's farmlands. You also say now, disrupt the crops, eat everything. Anybody that talk jam, anybody that say anything, that person will be killed immediately. That is number one. Number two is this, that after doing that, they will now bring this cattle. They sell it to our people. They sell it to our people. And after our people eating that cow, when you are talking about freedom, nobody listens to you. When you are telling them that Fulani are coming to kill everybody, they don't listen to you. When you tell them that you need to bring down this devil empire called Nigeria, they don't listen. Because they have used this cattle, this Fulani cow meat, to toy their brain. They have used this Fulani cow that they have sex with, make their rituals, their incantation, that when you are talking about freedom, when you are talking that the people cannot be able to afford 3 square meals in a day, When you are talking about that the parents cannot be able to pay their children's school fees, they don't listen. Even the parents themselves, whom are suffering. You're just saying now, when you are telling them that this is exactly what you have to do in order to get your free, they don't listen. They don't listen. It is because of this cow. That is why we are doing this future. This is a future expose. In the next 1 week, in the next 7 days, click the 1st of April 2022. In the next 7 days, become the 1st of April 2022, that China Sanworu and the entire DOS came out and told us that they are going to stop anything business of cow, Fulani cow in our land. That is why we are doing this future expose. You're saying now, so that when it begins to happen, because we must compel them, as our leader said, that we must compel the Westerners in order to talk about us. This is how we are also compelling them to do what? The right thing, to announce the right thing. You're saying now, because we want to see things happening. People are ready. People are ready. Everybody who is listening to my voice, person is ready. You cannot be deceiving yourself. It doesn't matter where you belong. Whether you belong in the side of not accepting the truth, but deep down your conscience, you know that what we are doing is the same thing, which is fighting and getting restoration of Biafra and unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You will also agree, but because of jealousy, why would it be him? Why would it be him? Why would it be him? But the bottom line is this, that our people must be sanitized, our land must be cleansed, and we must get our freedom. That is why we are doing this future expose. Future expose in order to do what? What is going to happen in the next 7 days? Because the 1st of April is the date. You can see when they announced that, the whole Nigerian media was shaking. The whole Nigerian media was shaking, and the Mieti Allah whatever, they came out to say that if that happened, that all the Igbos who in the north, that they are going to disrupt their business. And so what? The same Igbos, the same Biafrans in the north have come out to say that they have disowned IPOB. It is there in the news. They came out and told us that they have disowned IPOB, that they are not interested in the Biafra restoration. And the Fulani are using that to threaten us. And you think you're going to work? So the people are ready. We are ready. Everybody's ready. Because the reason why I'm saying this is because they want to turn IPOB into a political movement. This is the gospel truth. They want to turn IPOB into a political movement. A political movement, go and get your PVC. Let us get it by PVC. What is the problem of the foundation? What is the problem? The problem of the foundation is what? That Nigeria is not working. The constitution is not giving people the ability to do what they can. And the Zoo Nigerian government are not ready to amend it. If they are ready to amend it, are there not people? There were people who went and filed a case against that 1999 constitution. But what did this man, what is his name? The spokesperson of the Mieti Allah, they went and stopped that not to go through. They now begin to talk about, let us give the Southeast their referendum. Let us talk about their referendum. But you stop the people who believe in the one Nigeria. Especially now, for a constitutional amendment to take it back to the 1963, the way it was. You're saying now, you stopped them. And you said that you want to give Biafrans, you want to give Biafran, the so-called Igbos, 5 Igbo speaking states, let them have their referendum. Who is deceiving who? Who is deceiving who? You also say now, who is deceiving who? Now, when you talk about the people in the north, they have this own IPOB. So, and our leader said, we cannot use because of your 2x2 workshop or 2x2 chemist shop in the north to risk the millions and lives of the people all around the world, including the unborn generation. That is why we say we can never allow IPOB to become a political movement. We say no to anything that have to do with the politicians. Because these politicians, all of them have soaked their hands in the blood. You're so saying now, they have soaked their hands in the blood. Let them be doing their own. And what we want to be hearing is referendum. Let them be debating on it. Let us be watching them from far. Because if you're eating with a devil, you have to eat with a very long spoon. Very long spoon. Let them be doing their own. You know what I'm saying now? The reason why I'm making this reference is for the people who are mingling with the politicians. The people who are mingling with the politicians, having meeting with the politicians, collecting money from the politicians. You know what I'm saying now? Collecting money from the politicians. These politicians, they are the ones who are going to lead you to your own early grave. These politicians, they are going to lead you to your own early grave. These people have killed our people in number. Imagine going having meeting with Devil Mine. Imagine going having meeting with the Newsom Wike. Imagine going having meeting with Willie Obiano. Imagine going having meeting with the all the so-called South and then Southeast politicians that have killed our people in number. How many people were killed during the time of Obi were answer protests? How many people? Over 3,420 something were massacred. And then you go and be dialoguing with them. Give them a long spoon. Let them be acting. If they want to repent because the benefit of them that they are still in that seat, let them be doing it. Let us be seeing it. Watch them from afar. Do not mingle with them. If you mingle with them, that is your grave. Because they are going to take, they are looking for people that they are going to take along with them. They are not ready to sacrifice anything for you. They are not ready. They are full of traitors looking for whom to bring down just because they want to achieve whatever they want to achieve. You're so saying now, that is why they can go as far as having a homosexual relationship with the Fulani Caliphate, so that they can be able to get to that particular top. So these Fulani, no Fulani meat in our land. We expect it, and that is why we are doing this expose. Future expose. This one is called Future Expose. You can share it and tag it Future Expose. You're saying now, come 1st of April 2022. You can share it and say Future Expose, come April 1st, 2022. Then let them listen to it. Because I think this is only expose that I'm going to do. I'm not going to continue the one where we stopped yesterday. Of course, this is exactly where we stopped yesterday. Because I'm about to play this before they begin to disrupt me. You're so saying now, I'm about to play before they begin to disrupt me. So this is a Future Expose. And we are live and direct to so many platforms. And so we are live on Voice of Biafra Radio 97.5 FM, so that our people can be able to get the message. Our people back home in Biafra land, Manzi China Sanworu and Manzi Chika Edoziem, they promised Biafrans that come 1st of April this year 2022, which is in the next 7 days, that there will be no more cattle meat in Biafra land. There will be no more cattle business in the market. You say now, because which our leader have already done that expose, and also my Simon Eber have done that expose also, that they are having sex with their cow. And after having sex with that cow, they sell it to us. And that sex is having incantation. So let people get it. That is why I said this is the future expose, because this is one of the things that Chike Doziem promised the Biafrans on behalf of the entire Biafra land. I mean, on behalf of the entire DOS. You also say now, let us continue to listen to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu voice on this issue.
Having sex with the cow.
After having sex with the cow, they sell it to us.
That's it. That's it. It's an abomination. It's an abomination.
They sell it to us. That this is an abomination. This is the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You understand saying now? This is the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu condemning this and said that people must stop eating cow meat. And glory be to God, Chike Doziem have come out to say that on 1st of April, there will no more cow meat. So we say no to any political IPOB into a political party, because this is exactly where they're going. Once they make this kind of pronunciation, the Zoo Nigerian government will be shaking, because they know that the Biafrans, the common man like me and you that listen to me, that we are ready to do anything. They will go behind to negotiate with them, and when you ask them, they will be telling you another thing. And when they will be saying those things, you will not hear it from Radio Biafra. They will not on Radio Biafra for you to listen. But when they want to make this announcement, you understand saying now, when they want to make this announcement, they will on Radio Biafra for you to hear the announcement. But when it comes to on a daily basis program that people, you are not going to hear any Radio Biafra. And people will not have access to Radio Biafra, not even to talk, to complain, because they wouldn't love to be, or they wouldn't like to be disgraced, or for people to ask questions. You promise us this. That is why you will see in so many places, a day, 2 days, 3 days, Biafra, Radio Biafra will be on for the next 2 to 3 weeks. For the next 2 to 3 weeks, you will not hear anything Radio Biafra. Let's just say now, even the people who are opportune to call from Biafra land are people who are capable, people who can upgrade their who can upgrade their data. You understand now, to spend time and listen to the gospel. These are the people who are opportune to even call, like the one that called on the 23rd of February this year, 2022, and asked China Sanworu that Radio Biafra in so many places are not working. But now the voice of Biafra radio is almost everywhere. Almost. How many local government are we streaming live now right now in Abia State? You're saying now, are we having any issues? People are coming out voluntarily in order to do what? To make sure that all of these voice of the Biafra Radio 97.5 are in this state. We are not having issues. But during the time they are managing this with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they'll be telling him collecting millions, using it to do business. That is why when people need to get the correct information on day-to-day activities, for them to ask questions, because somebody can just say, let me pick this. You will see one of the principal. If Radio Biafra is working 247 in Biafra land, you will see one of the principal and say, he will call and ask questions. You will see them ask questions. But that is why you cannot see. You cannot hear Radio Biafra on 247. Why are we not having the same challenge in Voice of Biafra Radio 97.5? Why? And we are still waxing strong. Why? People are hearing our voice. You see now. So this program today is about the announcement that Chike Doziem, he said that come 1st of April, 2022, which is the next 7 days, that there will be no more cattle business, Fulani cattle business, Fulani cattle raiders going around our bushes. That will no more. That will even make it easier for our gallant men to do their job. Because the reason why our gallant men are there is to do what? Is to protect our mothers from Fulani cattle raiders, not to invade and kill our people. You see saying now? So that is why we are doing this as a future expose. In the next 1 week, you are going to hear the result, because we want to see things happen. Somebody said that DOS are talking to do. He said that DOS are talking to do during the time of 5th of November down to 10th of November 2021, that we are supposed to have a protest. We are not sit at home. We are supposed to have a sit at home in Biafra land. And I said to him before then that what happened during the first sit at home might still happen in this one. He said, no, that the DOS are talking to do. That DOS are talking to do. Okay. Just after few hours, they just cancelled that sit at home. That the order is that they must release our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They must release our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And after that, what happened? We are still here. People are still sitting at home because it's a thing of heart. It is a thing of heart. Let us continue listening to our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This is Voice of Biafra Radio 97.5 FM, and we are streaming live on so many platforms that people are listening right now. And we are here to expose a future expose concerning the Fulani cattle business in our land, because they are having sex with this cow. Let us keep listening.
And then they cast spell on people through that.
Did you hear that? They cast spell. They cast spell to people through that. That is why when you are telling people during the time of election, do not go and vote, demand for referendum, they will not listen. They will give them 400 naira. They will give them 500 naira. Come and vote. Why would you vote? After voting, what happened? The time of that vote is the time you will see the politicians. They will be going market by market, squatting down, helping the market sellers to sell, pretending that they are for the people. It is in that moment that you will see them. They will go into market where somebody who is suffering, pushing wheelbarrow. You will see them go to the market, begin to push wheelbarrow. And that was the time you will see them be drinking pure water. And when you hear pure water, you're thinking that it's pure water. It is a digged water. They put it on a nylon. That is the moment you see them. That is the moment you will see them on the street doing all manner of things just in order to do what? And people are still clamoring for one Nigeria. It is because of this cow meat. So if this cow should stop and must stop, you will see people will be reasoning fine. That is the fact. People will be reasoning fine. And that is why we are doing this future expose. You say now, we are doing this future expose against the DOS on what they promised us come 1st of this next month of April 2022, that there will be no more cattle business in our land, which is Fulani cattle. But Igbo's cattle can no, but Fulani cow, because they are having sex with that. When they are having sex with that, let us continue.
And that's why they are able to manipulate people. You know, so that exposition needs to go on. We need to publish that information so it gets to every nook and cranny of the earth.
I promise you I will. I am going to publish it. I will take more interest in that. Cow meat is bad for our people. Our people must understand it. The more cow meat you eat, the more the Fulani hold over you is continuing. Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you very much for that. I have somebody waiting on the line. +258 is
will not be able to say, no, this is unacceptable, is because they are under a spell. That's why I like the way Mr. Ipa usually puts it. Let's not be angry with them, but let's do as much as we can to liberate them, to set them free.
But how can you set them free? People are eating meat that a Fulani man will have sex with a cow. Yeah. A Fulani man will have sex with a cow. And so in most cases, as you have seen the rubbish that are giving birth to the north, the cow may even take him. That has been happening. And after having sex with the cow, they now kill that cow and sell it to you to eat. Right?
Yes, that's
my goodness.
We're on the same point. They should boycott cow eating, and that's why that expose, I share it, and everyone that loves freedom will share that, so that people know. Not a lot of people know that these Fulani people are doing those things.
What are they doing? What are they doing to their cows? What are the Fulani doing to their cows?
They are sleeping with the cows.
They are having sex with cows.
Having sex with the cows.
Having sex. S-E-X. The Fulani whom is ruling Nigeria right now in the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, whom their mainly livelihood is cattle, running around all the entire Nigeria. On the process, they are having sex with the cow. And after that, they will sell it to our business, the Biafran brothers, who are doing business. Then they will kill this cow and sell it to us for you to eat. Yes, I say now. For you to eat. And in that process of having that sex, S-E-X, in the process of having sex with this cattle, they are projecting a spiritual incantation in order to use it to control your brain. Now, whatever that they tell you, that is exactly what you do. Money is not the problem, because the money is not coming from their resources. Money is coming from our resources. Imagine where you have an access to a bank that all you do is to take. You understand saying now? All you do is to take. You are not working hard how the money comes in. You understand saying now? I am referring to Umuri account and the people who are under payroll. You understand saying now? People who are not doing their job. Because when I speak, you have to be connecting so fast, whether you like it or not, because I can see what some people are commenting. That is why you cannot see me reading comments. I'm advising anybody who is also a broadcaster or a media agitator, forget about comments. It is going to distract you. So the people who are career agitators, all they care about is that money in the bank, their Umuri account. Only take. So the Fulani, the resource is not coming from their land. It's coming from Biafra land. So it's only take. They will give you to use the juju, that voodoo of having sex with that cow in order to control your mind. You're so saying now, in order to control your mind. So this is a fact that everybody must support this. Everybody must support this. You must support it. It is a must that you must support it. Because our leader have said it, that we must boycott it. And this is the moment. Come the next 7 days. You also say now, we are expecting that to happen. It won't be like a first sit at home or the protests have been cancelled. After you cancel protests all over the world, we come here and begin to shout. Then you reopen it again. Then it will not take us backward again, because it's still going to take time in order to educate people, enlighten people, motivate people, for them to wake up again to join protests the way it used to be before. You're saying now, it is still going to take people time. You're saying now, even in coastal region that is not active, If you announce it, you still need to be broadcasting it. People listening, let them get the message. Implement it so that the things can enter. So that is why we are doing a future expose, so that the people will begin to get the message now. Let them be getting the message, future expose against the DOS, not the structure, but the people who are piloting the DOS, the individuals, Chike Doziem, China Sanworu, on what they promised Biafrans. This is a future expose against them. So for you that is listening, so that you can be able to be updated. So we are giving you a fast track. We are running very fast. We are running very fast. Because I said some time ago that if you are in gear 1, you need to push in gear 2. If you are in gear 2, push it to gear 3. In your gear 3, push it to gear 4 till you get to the last gear. As long as that you are working with your conscience, as long as that you are doing what you need to do in order to see the restoration of Biafra to come true. So Fulani man doing it with cow, meaning having sex, because we don't miss words. The bloggers who uploaded this, they just say Fulani doing it. They are they are afraid so that the YouTube will not ban them or put down their YouTube channel, so that the small money that they are getting, that they can keep on getting it. But sometimes it's helping us, because with this, their platform will still go viral. They propagate the news. They also say now, that is why we are content creators. So when we create content this way, with facts and figures, they carry it along to make it go spread. It doesn't matter what the enemy does. So we are doing a future expose. We are fast tracking it so that you can be able to get the message. This is exactly what we are doing. Future expose against the individuals in DOS. Come 1st of April 2022, that there will be no more cattle in Biafra land. Let's continue.
After having sex with a cow, they sell it to us.
That's it. It's an abomination. And then they cast spell on people through that.
You see?
And that's why they're able to manipulate people.
You see?
You know? So that exposition needs to go on. We need to publish that information so it gets to every nook and cranny of the earth.
It has already gotten to every nook and corner of the earth. And the order has been given. Our spiritual director, Master Nnamdi, have given this order. And the people that he sent this message to, they have captured this message. And they pronounce it, they proclaim it, and say it to the world. That confess of. So the message has already been delivered. That is why God can speak through anybody. God can speak to. He can speak through anybody. He can speak through anything. Anything that he chooses, he can from there pass his message. So our leader already has passed this message spiritually. And this is the proof. This is the proof. With this, people like Governor Hope, who's the of Imo State, we get the message. With this, people like this current government of Anambra State, Soludo, we get the message. With this, people like Governor Ugwan, we get the message. You're so saying now, with the Fulani Janjaweed, they will get the message. You're so saying now, they will definitely get the message. That we are not joking. We are not joking. We are determined. We are consistent in order to get what we want through the confines of the law. That is why we say that IPOB in Nigeria, they are not doing anything illegal. Anything that we are doing is legally. The ESN we have today is legally. It is there in the tort law. It is there in the tort law. The tort law that our leaders can taught us. Just saying now, it is there. So everything we do in Nigeria, we do it within the confines of the law. That is why outside Nigeria, nobody can be able to recognize us or call us as terrorists. That is why when we go to protest, the police will be protecting us. If we are terrorists, why would they be protecting us? They know who we are. We know who we are. You're saying now, the Zoo Nigerian God, they know who we are, but they want to keep us down. But we say enough is enough. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot allow that to happen, and we must do everything humanly possible in order to do what? To get what we want. I still remember as well the MNK and IPOB, a bona fide active member of IPOB, and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music. Shalom.
Our freedom is your freedom. Instead of you to accept freedom, you chose to be a saboteur. Free yourself.
Free yourself, motherfuckers.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yep,
this,
yep,
Igbo man
what
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yep,
and
yep,
Igbo man
what
that.
up? I say, how long? To the coastal region, all you stay, and you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Let me remind you that the economics prosper, but the so-called South is currently being seized and controlled by the Fulani Janjaweed. And you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Are you also aware that even the oil was in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, and recently even in Enugu State are being owned and controlled by the Fulani Janjaweed? And you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Are you also aware that after the sharing proceeds of the oil between the alliance in Shell, in Mobile, in Najib, and the alliance of the Teforin of the United States of America?
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yep,
this,
yep,
Igbo man
what
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yep,
and
yep.
Igbo man that.
The leftover is given to the 44 local government of Kano State and the rest of the northern state of Nigeria. And you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. I say, how long? Basinam the Kano is the man God had chosen to restore the world, starting from the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world, so that everyone can have a freedom of speech, everyone can have a freedom of movement. This is exactly what we are lacking in the damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria. Unlike the Mazinam the Kano used to say that calling Nigeria a zoo is like insulting an animal living in the forest. Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yep,
this,
yep,
Igbo man
what
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yep,
and
yep.
Igbo man that.
Now listen again.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Don't overlook the voice of freedom now.
Come on now.
Reach the freedom of Biafra.
Every day now and then.
If I am free, you are free. Africa will be free.
Pick up people living in Nigeria, they don't think of reason. Man of the man of the world. Mazinam the Kana salute you. Oza, a prince from the east, rising from the West Africa. Upon the trigger, the sun rises, the sun sets. Then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yep,
this,
yep,
Igbo man
what
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yep,
and
yep.
Igbo man that.
Back to the coastal region, or you stay, and you say Igbo man will dominate you, huh? Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been clean? Your children are drinking dirty water, and you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your children out of school, you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your graduate out of job, you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. When are you gonna learn? When are you gonna see that Igbo man is your brother? Think about the time when you want to succeed. Think about the time when you want to have a liberty. Think about the time when you want to excel. Igbo's not your problem, Fulani's your problem. Igbo's not your head, Fulani's your head. Igbo's not your enemy, Fulani's your enemy. What about your progress? Igbo want your progress. Dollar Igbo says so. Fulani said that all you in